Hello everyone, it's Kari and I'm back here with another video to share with you featuring these beautiful pansies from Crafty Meraki. I previously made this card with this pansy and I colored it up with some Copic markers. The background is made with the new Effortless Shimmer paper from Crafty Meraki, and I had this left over from foiling that first sheet that I used on the card that I just showed you. So today I'm going to show you what to do with that leftover foil and another technique for creating these pansies with the Madison Flora die cuts. It's so simple and so fun. I think you're going to enjoy it. So let's get started. I have some toner paper here that is just printed from my printer. You could also use toner paper from a copier, a copy machine. And I'm going to set that aside while my foil machine is warming up. So while that's warming up, I'm going to use some mica sprays to spray some cardstock for our leaves today. These are going to create some beautiful leaves with different shades of green. I like the variation in color, so that's why I'm using 2 or 3 shades of green mica spray, and I'm leaving some areas white as well. Now I'm also going to use some light beige, I think this is antique linen mica spray. I'll link all the products below so you can take a look at the colors. And I'm going to set all of those aside to dry while I do the next step. So you can see here that I've also cut the pansy from a purple cardstock, and I've used some distress ink in a dark purple. This is the Villainous Potion distress ink, to ink up the middle just to give it some variation in purple color. And now I'm cutting out just the center portion. It's really easy to tell where these are. There are lines in the die cut and they're already partially die cut. We just have to release them by using our scissors to cut the rest of that out. So I went ahead and did that for a couple of them. And now that my pansies are dry, from that shimmer spray or the mica spray, I'm just going to ink on a little bit of darker shade of that antique linen over the edges. And you can see it's kind of subtle in the video. In real life, you can see it a little bit better. But I'm just taking a little bit of that antique linen and creating more of an edge, just so you'll be able to tell. It's going to create a little bit of a variation. Now the easy part, and really fun, is we're going to put those purple pieces right into this pansy. Now, like I said, there are cut lines, so you can tell. Oh, first I am going to color the stem with a Copic marker in green. So that's very, very simple to do, but there are some lines that show exactly where to line up those center pieces, and I'm using my Bling Buddy here from Crafty Meraki to place those right where they go. A little bit of liquid glue goes a long way, just need a little bit, and then I'm going to place those pieces right in the pansy, and we're going to create a beautiful two-toned pansy. Now the purple pansies were always my grandma's favorites, so that's why I had to make a purple pansy today with a little bit of cream on the outside. And I'm also going to use one of these beautiful gems for the center of that pansy. These are some of my favorites. They are iridescent and have multiple colors in them. They're gorgeous. I also have another option. So take a look. Here's our pansy so far. But I thought we could also use the top portion of that purple pansy, cut that out and add that just to the top, which I think looks really awesome on this pansy and more realistic. Look at that. It's so beautiful how it transforms your flower. Now you could do this in any color that you want, but here's the difference between the pansy with the extra purple and the other pansy. So I'm going to do this for a couple of our pansies today, and then I will leave some more of the cream color as well. So we'll have a bunch. I did create quite a few pansies today because we are going to create 2 cards. So for these 2, I'm going to add the purple. For the smaller pansies, I'll leave more of the beige color or the cream color. And then there's also a pansy bud that's just starting to blossom in this die set. So many options you can do. Now here is the leftover foil that I foiled over the toner, and look how pretty that is. We used most of that foil. And this is going to be enough to create 2 cards because I can cut this in half and we can create 2 A2 sized cards. So they're 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm just going to trim this down, trim off the white edges and trim this in half so that I have our panels for both cards. I love that these Effortless shimmer papers are long enough and easy enough to make 2 cards out of 1 sheet of paper. I think it's brilliant. And then also you can foil the first set and then use the leftover foil like we're doing today to create more cards. It's just really, really fun. And I love that you can stretch your supplies that way. All right, so here's our panels, and I did trim them down just a little bit extra so that we have some white showing around the border. And now I'm just going to place my pansies and try to get a feeling for how I want them to be. I kind of like the idea of creating one with a little bouquet, a mini bouquet, and the other using a smaller pansy and the little pansy little bud that's growing. And I just placed those together to test them out. Now I have some of these sentiments left over from this beautiful paper pack. This is from the Effortless Artistry paper collection, the Little Green Thumbs paper pad. And I've used the images already, but there still are quite a few awesome sentiments. So I'm going to use them on these cards today. I'm just cutting them out into panels or into paper strips. And this one says, "May our friendship continue to grow." And I'm also going to use the one that says "Happy Birthday." And it's perfect because they're already ready for me, but I am creating a purple frame to go around this one, and that's going to help it to stand out from the background. So that's going to look really good with this one. I'll go ahead and do the same thing to the Happy Birthday, create a sentiment strip with that one. And then we'll just put all of these cards together, and look how beautiful those pansies look on that background. A really pretty foiled background. I hope you enjoyed this video today with the pansies and doing some really fun die cutting with multiple shades of cardstock and some mica sprayed cardstock, of course, to build some flowers. I think it's really fun also to use your Effortless shimmer paper. They seem like the leftovers, but I really think it's just a bonus. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you real soon with more card making inspiration. Bye-bye.